at the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers. We're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sideline. Look at the head coach of the Browns. These guys losers their last game. Hoping to reverse that here. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Kate Scott, Brock Huey with you. Hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And we're off from Acrisure. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Last week, Kate, you... call his effort wasted now. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Another game to Judkins. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another one for Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention.
Come on.
Third down run from Judkins. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down from the 41.
First down. A gain of 12.
Zone read. This is Judkins. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
Hey!
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. Works it down to the 37. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. 7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. The deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week stuck in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns, make up for the 1 interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
In trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. All right, so in the end, it's a play for no gain, Brock, although he did have plenty of excitement along the way. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback, or he could scramble for the first.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Jumps in up the middle. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's a cherry on top.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Browns with just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Judkins taking the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
It's Judkins on the counter. Shoots away from one. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down from the 41. First carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
On the give, here's Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. This time it's a passing play. And again an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Counterplay here, Warren. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. 1st down from the 41. Back to throw now. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at second and pretty short. Warren running between the tackles. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something. He'll get that first down that could do it right there.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Setting up to throw. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
14-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Warren once more. And the Browns pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Look, we can spin positive here, Buck. You take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything you were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and efforts, it's gone.
Hey, Kate, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now off the play action. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down.
Slot receivers headed left. 3rd and long for him here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Uh-oh, that ball's out. Warren lost it. And this is going to be Browns football. And they're going to take over at midfield thanks to that fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the gun, Judkins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
18.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Brought in by Juju. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And this weather, Brock, has been disrupting a lot of what both of these teams are trying to do. At this point, you got to wonder who's going to switch up their game plan first.
Yeah, when you practice indoors or out under the clear skies, you don't get a lot of this. It is coming down on it.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is second down. They run with Warren. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
The Steelers set to punt it. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
He was covered by Patrick Cleveland.
Come on.
Now looking to throw. A little screen pass for Judkins. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Browns first down. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. They'll throw. Third and long. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. But they just can't finish the play. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Punts away, and he really pulled out the lob wedge here. It is soaring high as they try to pin them deep. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt to pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain. Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Running the draw here with Judkins. It looks like they did about 2 on the opening play of this drive. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second
Judkins out the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Jimmy Brown gets a gain of 5. Third down coming up.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Punt team on the field. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Starts the return at the 34. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. That's halftime, and we've arrived here scoreless. Now let's head over to our buddy Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It's week 9 of the regular season, basically the halfway point of the year. So let's get into it. Here are the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home to take on the Patriots in the AFC East. And it's the Buffalo defense coming up with the big play. They get the interception of Drake May. They get some blocks. They get the touchdown. Pick 6. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Baltimore Ravens. And it's Isaiah Pacheco. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Chiefs had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's Dontavian Wicks. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Chargers win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has done much to speak of. 0-0 is our score as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Just yet. Let's see who can finally break that deadlock here in our second half. On the return, here comes McKenzie. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And you can see that among all NFL running backs, he's one of the best at catching the football this season. Second right now in the league in receiving touchdowns. Lost control of another one. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Local play action on first down. That one's complete, right side. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. A give left side to Warren. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Headed out right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Flush down the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2.
Okay, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up. Those afterburners kicked in,
Jason Myers on for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Rivers. Escapes a defender. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. So a quality return, but you're going to have to wipe away some of it as they get caught for holding along the way. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Handoff now to Judkins. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
He's hanging on to this one on the second down option. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards through the 9. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because this ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. One to go backwards.
And this play is going to come to an end at the 27. We're all set now. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 18. That's good.
Bronco switch.
Another game to Judkins. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5.
Ready.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Slot man motioned over. Give here to the motion man. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
Here we go. At the 45-yard line.
Run right side, Judkins. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hey!
Another one for Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. We'll look to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. Well, we came into this one knowing that these guys were going to run the football, and I don't think anyone is surprised that they've leaned on that again this week, Brock, and the results speak for themselves.
Good numbers when they've run it, including on that last round, and this is a lead built in part on that rugged running game and effort.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
At the 16-yard
They're going to try and throw it here. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd
He's going to throw this one. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Third down and 9 yards to go.
Let's go. Liking 8 days.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll throw. The Browns get there and take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
A 5-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. He puts a man under it deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35. And he will get this in. Inside the 30.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
1st down, play action. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Second and a yard at the 20-yard line.
On the ground with Warren. It's inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, kid. You'll hear running back coaches say the slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Yeah, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher block. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. In the air here.
At the 37-yard line.
And it is incomplete. Win big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. Nothing comes from it as we hit the break. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard.
Alert!
Last pass
Alert!
unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Hey! Hey!
Pass play now. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. He's going to be just one step away from that 1st down. They haul him down near the 31. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Setting him on the dive. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Warren. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 15 there. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
Warren running between it. Loses it again. And this is going to be Browns football.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble off. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
Give, here's Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Wilson on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Go! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field. Here they go again, set for 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Pass play coming here. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Ready! Cowboy, let's go!
Desperation time here. Taking a chance to the end zone. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Start the drive with Warren. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Rolling from the gun here. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. So now here's 3rd and 5. Warren here from the gun. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to.
Formation.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And after they were stopped on 4th down, their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
Working now from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They've got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Trying an inside give to Warren. Look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
And the Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Warren once more. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
3rd and 7.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll go play action. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Looking for it with Warren. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 1-yard line.
Back to Warren. And he will knock it in. The defense holds. Now with 2:09 left on the clock. We get a timeout from the defense.
No gain on the play.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. No run. It's Warren. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal. Going power with the big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. Running in on 4th and goal. That has to take some major guts, Brock, especially knowing a lot of the time there were some rushes before it that came up short.
It's guts, it's will, it's willpower, maybe even it's a little bit of pride. But you know what? When you're in that huddle, you feel that stubbornness to refuse to accept the field goal. Not on our watch. We're going to do all we can to run this sucker in.
Fielded at the 7. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns getting their offense out there. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score.
Ready, go.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Takes the 2nd down snap.
32-yard line.
Lee Jenkins on the drop down. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
A gain of 9 yards.
Throwing now on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They got to keep moving quick here. Sticking to the air here. Has the hook up again to Njoku. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
He's going to throw it again. Getting out to his left. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
The play fake, he'll throw. Going all the way to the end zone here. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, the second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.